Hey everybody, it's me, the Chicken Chuck here, and I wanted to do a little bit of talky thing, I guess, for a bit. I mean, I don't do this, I've never actually done this before, where I just kind of like talk over what I presume is MVM footage. And I just kind of wanted to address a topic that I think kind of needs a little bit of love, needs to be looked into. And it's the quality of content here on this platform, at least for certain things. Not TF2 content. No, TF2 content is just incredibly underrated. It is absolutely underrated. The content that is produced by people here on this platform is unparalleled. It's amazing. I'm gonna be honest. From the smallest stuff to some of the biggest stuff, it it's amazing. And it has to be, because if it isn't good enough, it's not gonna make it anywhere. It's just not gonna make it anywhere. And that's a pretty big issue. In my opinion, that's a pretty big issue. But I think it's a pretty big issue, especially when it comes to looking at content for Minecraft, which is a game that I hold near and dear to my heart. It's a game that I grew up with playing on the console edition, not the older console, but the newer consoles like Xbox, like stuff like that. But when I say Xbox, I mean like Xbox One S, and stuff like that, like the newer Xbox. But when I played, it was huge. It was absolutely humongous. It was the first time I ever played it, and I had done a lot of research, and I had a love for the game before I even played it. I watched stuff all the time about it, watched all these crazy things, people making machinimas and stuff, and it kind of inspired me to make what I make today. Well, I mean, I would say it's mid-tier quality, but I at least think I'm doing something. But I have noticed a small issue. Over the past few years, I believe that content for Minecraft has begun to get, excuse me if this is a hot take, but content on YouTube for Minecraft is oversaturated. It's as if you threw a sponge into the ocean and allowed it to suck up the entire sea. I think I think it's great that there's a lot of content on it. And that's not the problem. Because I'm going to be honest, you can never have too much content for a game. Now, if it's one specific person making a bunch of it at the, like churning it out, then that might be an issue on them taking a mental and potentially physical toll. But if it's, multiple creators doing so many different things, it would be great. But the issue here is not the quantity, in my opinion. It's the quality. You see, I don't find I don't I don't see having a bunch of Minecraft content as problematic on this platform. It's the quality of that content which concerns me. I As of today, it is September 8th, and yesterday I went ahead and looked up Minecraft on YouTube because I wanted to play some Minecraft, just chill and just have a nice chill time playing Minecraft and watching some content. Have it in the background while I'm doing some mining or whatever. And I was just bombarded by an incredibly just fanatic display of what I would call schizophrenia. Oh man, it was just absolutely insane what kind of content is just chilling there on the front page. It's this content, it's all the same, man. Like it's all the same titles, it's all the same like thumbnails. It feels like it's all being churned out by the same guy with the same bad habits. But it isn't. It's just everybody. Everyone is using the carbon copy formula of big title, big thumbnail, big arrow, big letters. Like it's this huge huge wave of just, this is dog water inside of a toilet. Now, of course, I'm not speaking out of a place of hate for the game and for the creators. I'm speaking out of a place of love, because I see it as a problem. I see it as an issue, and of course, I'm gonna be honest, that stuff probably does take a lot of work, but as a viewer, I am not gonna watch that if I see that the quality and the title and the thumbnail and all that is just, it's a carbon copy. Like, all of it just feels so similar. The front page of Minecraft on YouTube, and it's just this huge array of, it just looks all the same. And I think the quality has regressed. I don't think it's progressing forward. I think it's devolving. I think the quality of videos are getting worse and worse. Now, of course, there are obviously some great creators out there, and some old creators that still stick to it to this day. And then again, there are others who have abandoned the brand for something different, or something that takes less effort. But that doesn't mean that you still can't enjoy their stuff. The only issue I see here is that it just feels the same, and all of it feels low quality. And when I say all of it, I don't mean everything. I'm using the wrong word here. The majority of what I see in the recommendeds page, right on the front page of YouTube, is just this carbon copying machine that just spits the same junk out every single day to thousands, potentially millions of people, and it just gets so much attention just due to that factor. It's not high quality work, in my opinion. It's just kind of slap it together, not too much thought put into it. Haha, funny idea, bada bing, bada boom, there it is. And wow, look at that. It's literally like number 5 on trending or something like that. And there's a situation that actually very closely resembles the situation on YouTube when it comes to Minecraft content in the world of Team Fortress 2. And that is the workshop. Yep. Somehow I've managed to bring a video talking about Minecraft circling back to TF2. The quality of items on the Steam Workshop have begun to degrade. And they were degrading, and they would keep getting lower and lower and lower. Oh, look at that funny object on Merc's head. Wow, that's so cool. Pumpkins. Specifically when it came to Halloween, a lot of the stuff was just wacky, dumb stuff that did not fit the art style of the game. And when summer came around, there was still a lot of that. Oh, look at that, it's a frog on a spy's hat. Wow, look at that, and the hat's squished, and oh, jiggle bones, and it matches the expressions. Oh yeah, fantastic. But how does this relate to the spy exactly? When did Spy have a frog? And better yet, when did he care for frogs? Like, when was that? I think it's such a similar situation. It's such a similar situation. The content being made on YouTube for Minecraft, or rather for the brand, just feels like similar carbon copies, and everyone's just following the same formula. But then there are outliers. There are people who go out of their way to make brilliant content. Brilliant. And I would say, older content creators, if you go back in the history of Minecraft content, specifically with machinimas and roleplays. Now, there's the word. Uh-oh, I said it. Oh, wow, look at that, I said it. When I rewatch old Minecraft roleplays compared to the ones that have come out now, I think the stigma changed greatly. Because now there's a negative, not stigma, the connotation, has changed greatly. If I go back and look years ago, potentially 10 years ago, and we look at a series that I hold dear to my heart, The Haunted, which was fan-flappin', fantastic, in my opinion. The quality was, well, it was like 2014, 2016, potentially even 2010. Of course, the quality wasn't going to be expert cinema level quality, but I think for the time it held its own. I think it produced a very interesting story about a character, a fictional character, obviously, from, I would say, Minecraft lore, in air quotes, that no one really took seriously. I think it was a very serious take on expanding the universe of Minecraft and expanding the universe of that character. And we look at a lot of those things now. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of the role plays and stuff like that are just, it's just Minecraft characters do funny thing for episode. Wow, look at that. And then you put in the corner and you put in wherever and you put on the screen. You yell at the viewer, subscribe to this YouTube channel now! And apparently it works. Apparently. I find that disturbing. But I guess, you follow the crowd. But another fantastic, a perfect example of quality over quantity when it came to, like, Minecraft machinimas and roleplay, in air quotes, in my opinion, was the old Newscape Pro. Like, the old one. The original. You know, the guy who does, or at least used to, make, like, Fortnite roleplays or whatever it was. I think when I watched, oh my gosh, it brings me back. It was great, and yeah, no, it kind of did follow that, like what I said earlier, which was, oh wow, look at that, Minecraft people doing this specific action, for example, like hide and seek, or some type of game like that, like some type of game to tie you over for the episode. But that was the thing. That was kind of new. I'm gonna be honest, like. Now, it's obviously been done to death, and people still do it to this day, even though it's obviously not as popular as it was back then. Back then, that was super interesting. Just like a group of people playing as, certain characters and writing their own narrative. It was cool back then. Like, it was great. People respected it. And and something so interesting was that those episodes, these little funny episodes, actually kind of mattered in the scene, in the overall, like the bigger picture of what the series was, because not too far into it, here comes an antagonistic force existing in the shadows, existing in a place where you wouldn't think danger would lie. A darker theme was developed from this little Minecraft roleplay series. Oh wow, look at that. And now, when I look back, dang, it was compared to what could be done now. The production value was obvious. It was obvious. Like, it was like, I don't know, like maybe 4, 5, 6, potentially 10 years ago, like maybe 8, 9 years ago. You can understand the production value compared to now is obviously low. But if you were to go back and watch it, at least I would be slapped in the face by nostalgia, and I would just love it to death, rewatching every episode. He came back maybe a few years ago, like 2 years ago, and continued the SCP series, which was something, like something he did. And I know it might sound like, oh, wow, look at that. It's like, oh, cool, great, yeah, no. You might be cringing in your seat right now at the very idea of this. But it was novel, and I mean, like, it wasn't just like this role play where it's just like an infinite stream of episodes. And I think that was the big difference. Right now, if you look up Minecraft roleplay on YouTube, which is a niche some people do fill, it's just never ending. It will never end because it keeps making money, and it keeps drawing in viewers, and it keeps drawing in subscribers. It just keeps drawing people in, and it just keeps working. It makes them money, so why would they stop? But this is the very, very interesting part. Newscape Pro as a creator literally has ended almost everything he's created on both channels. On his Minecraft channel that he made, and he did for a very long time, everything is ended. Everything is ended. He crafted... Now, this is the interesting part, and no pun intended. In Minecraft, he crafted stories that, if outside of Minecraft, would still work. I'm gonna be honest, if you put them into those worlds and just extracted Minecraft from the equation, it would still work. It's just that Minecraft and machinimas were a method of doing that. It was an outlet, and I think that was... Oh, it was great. There was so much... You could feel heart. At least, this is all coming from my opinion, and some of you might not even don't even know what this is, and you probably don't even care, and you don't even care for this video, so you're not going to stick around very long. But that doesn't matter to me. What matters to me is getting it out, getting my thoughts out. That's what matters to me. Not exactly like, is this entertaining or not? Because I'm going to be honest, in my opinion, real fans of your work will stick around no matter what you make. And I'm gonna be honest, some creators just, they leave and they do other stuff, but it's still the same person. However, if they can keep the quality of their work, they deserve, I guess, your viewership, in my opinion. If a niche Minecraft YouTuber can continue to create high quality stuff that doesn't dip below what he's doing initially, and only begins to get higher and higher, or just stays flat the same with his quality, I'm fine with that. I'm gonna be honest. Like, if you dip below in your quality, I mean, for creators that set a high bar, like, let's take Lazy Purple, for example. Completely different market, I know. But let's take Lazy Purple, for example. If he were to, let's say the next video he makes is a low... No, we already have a perfect example. His clip dump. He makes How It Feels to Play Demo Man.
Oh, we did it!
Super high quality video. Absolutely insane. All of his videos are magnificent. Literally just the spy saying... And it's... He made a clip dump video, and I think that video was fantastic. I mean, it wasn't this huge blockbuster. Like, it wasn't this giant, huge, monolithic project. Sorry, I'm stuttering. Huge project that everyone goes to. It wasn't even, it wasn't labeled as that, and everyone still watched it. It was crazy, and I personally believe it's because of who he is, and his quality, and him. Not just what he's doing. But to wrap it back to what I was saying before, because I got off topic real fast, I think the quality of Minecraft videos on YouTube is dying. At least, I might be looking at a minority, and that's the scary part. This is the part I worry about. I don't have much of an outreach. Like, I don't see the scope of what's being made. I could potentially be looking at the minority, and the majority could be staring me right in the face saying, dude, we're right here making super high quality content that you will probably really like and get attached to. Why don't you just watch what we're making? But I'm just staring straight in the face of the minority because it's so aggravating to look at. You know? Like, it's such a fantastic yet terrifyingly brutal idea that what I'm looking at right now and talking about is a minority, and there's just tons of awesome creators out there who I don't even see. And that's, to me, what stinks, is I've only noticed this low quality stuff that, well, what I perceive as low quality. Some other people are going to say that it's great quality, but personally, I perceive this carbon copied process of making these YouTube videos that just, like, with flashy titles and make me want to, like, pull my brains out, just kind of It doesn't appeal to me. But this is all opinion based. You could think something completely different. Those fast paced, super fast paced videos, with the explosive edits and like the whoa, loud noises and crazy titles and stuff could be really appealing for you because you might have a shorter attention span. But that's okay. Some people have shorter attention spans. That's all right. I personally have a bigger attention span. I'm willing to watch longer videos because I do things for longer. I want to put something on in the background that I can hear that's based on a topic while I do that said topic. But this is all coming from an opinion. And to create, I guess, like an underlying message is just, I think the quality of videos relating to Minecraft has begun to dip. I genuinely believe that. And I think it's not very good. I hope that it can begin to increase and people can begin to get more passionate about their work, but I understand the work ethic of why put forth so much energy and so much time into something when I could just repeat the same process everyone else is doing and get an even stronger effect. I understand that, but I wish it wasn't a reality. I know this is probably a really wacky video for a guy to make, especially a guy who makes TF2 content and sometimes Minecraft content, but I gotta vent some frustration. And I think YouTube is a great way to do that. It's a great way to vent your frustration on exactly what topic you kind of want. And sometimes you can get people that agree, and then other times you can get people that disagree, that bounce back on the topic, and you produce an interesting conversation. Civil discourse is what's desired, you know? And of course, I mean no harm to any creators. I mean no harm to anybody who makes stuff. It's just, I personally see some people's work and just kind of say no. I know art is subjective, but sometimes you can tell the diamonds from the dirt. However, this is all an opinion. Remember that, okay? It's all an opinion. Opinions are wacky, weird things people have, but, it's just an opinion. And I hope you can understand. But if you made it all the way to this video, or yeah, to the end of this video, or if you even touched the video at all, I thank you. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe. That's not something I'm going to do. I'm just not gonna. Because it's your choice to do it. I shouldn't ask you because it's a choice. It's essentially a code of an honor code, I guess. By gaining a subscription, you are winning and you are earning that viewer's trust. So I don't think it's a good idea to just beg for subs. But I thank you for watching. May God bless you and all of your wonderful, wonderful families. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.